Now weather on the ones at 5:11 with Paul Cano. We were just talking about how hard it was snowing when I drove into work a number of hours ago.
Yeah, this lake effect is a tricky thing. I mean, if you live by the Great Lakes, then you know what it's all about, and you know that you're probably going to get under one of these snow bands before it's all over with. But when you live downwind, the cone or the separation from the lake is so vast that the band can oscillate. So sometimes they get it in Glens Falls, Saratoga Springs. Sometimes it comes right down the Mohawk Valley and Schenectady, Albany, Troy. We get it there. And other times it's off to the south. So we got a pretty good shot last evening and overnight right in the heart of the Greater Capital District. Now that snow band has diminished considerably. And on the first warning live Doppler, you could see all that's left of it are a few flurries and snow showers across parts of the Greene County Catskills, across parts of Columbia County, let's say out toward Claverick and south of Ghent and over toward Copac, a few flurries and snow showers. And what happens is it's sort of like a fire hose that you're holding, and the water would be the snow blowing out of the end of the hose, the nozzle. But then when the wind direction sort of changes and diminishes, that kind of wavers things a bit, and the trajectory not being off of the lakes diminishes the lake effect snow. The cold, though, I think is a big story for most of us as we've settled back into the teens. There's even some single digits out there if we look closely enough over into parts of Vermont and some of the nooks and crannies here locally. And if the actual temperature is not in the teens, then the wind chill certainly is, or even down into the single digits at Albany. The wind chill is 8. Glens Falls, we have a wind chill of 4. Actual temperatures today will hold in the teens for a while, barely past the 20-degree mark. And I mean, if we get up to 22, 23 in the Greater Capital District, Albany, Schenectady, Saratoga Springs, over toward Troy and Clifton Park, we'll probably be lucky. A lot of places across the higher terrain will not make it up to 20 today. And with the breeze persisting today, it looks like we will have wind chill values in that 0 to 10 above range for the balance of the afternoon and even into the evening hours. We drop back down into the single digits in teens tonight, and really not much of a rebound tomorrow. Lower to mid-20s, maybe a notch higher tomorrow afternoon. Satellite radar composite shows that lake effect. Look at the band coming off of Lake Ontario, drifting down the Mohawk Valley, and then just diminishing out of nowhere here over the last couple of hours. So the lake effect is pretty much gone. Cold front sweeping through. West to northwesterly breeze will reinforce the cold air for both today and tomorrow. Then we have our eyes on the weekend. Here's the setup. Just a few flurries and snow showers around off of the lakes right on through tomorrow. And then on Saturday, it starts out dry, but watch what happens by the end of the day. It looks like the clouds will thicken, and we'll get a decent amount of snow around here later Saturday. And by Saturday night, let's say around 1 o'clock Sunday morning, some pretty good snows. I think most of us will be waking up Sunday morning with at least a few inches of snow on the ground. 22 today, a mix of sun and clouds and that breeze adding to the cold. 14 tonight, mostly cloudy with the breeze persisting and perhaps a few flurries and snow showers getting pushed through. 26 tomorrow, but with the wind again, it's certainly going to have that colder feel. Saturday, we bring in the snow. It lasts into Sunday morning, some breaks Sunday afternoon, and it looks like a moderating trend next week with some snow showers Tuesday, but temperatures bumping back up into the 30-degree range. Much more on the forecast coming up in just 6 minutes. Phil.
All right, Paul, thank you. Houston has a